In today's video, we're unpacking WireGuard inside FastestVPN and why it's such a big deal for speed and security. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff so you can actually understand the privacy tools you're using without needing a IT degree. By the end, you'll know what WireGuard is, how it behaves inside FastestVPN's apps, what to expect in the real world, the good and the bad, and a few quick tweaks to get the best results. Let's set the stage. Why WireGuard became the one to watch. Now, for years, most of us lived on OpenVPN or IPv2. They're solid, proven, and honestly, kind of heavy. Lots of codes, lots of knobs, lots of places for little gremlins to hide. It's like driving a 20-year-old SUV. Dependable, sure, but you feel every gear change. WireGuard shows up like a lightweight sports car. The code base is tiny compared to OpenVPN. Fewer moving parts, less complexity, easier to audit, and faster to run. That smaller footprint matters, not just for security, but for everyday speed and battery life, especially on phones and travel laptops. Under the hood, WireGuard uses modern cryptography by default. Think Curve 25519 for key exchange and Cha-Cha 20 for encryption. Those names sound like sci-fi planets? Don't stress. The takeaway here is simple. They're designed to be fast on everything, not just powerful desktops. So your phone, your tablet, even a little travel router can encrypt and decrypt traffic without wheezing. WireGuard also has a calmer personality than older protocols. It keeps just enough state to stay locked in and gets out of the way. If you roam from Wi-Fi to LTE to hotel Wi-Fi, it snaps back quicker than the older stuff. Less hand-holding, fewer renegotiations, fewer "why did my VPN drop again" type moments. That smoothness is a big reason that people fall in love with it. Why FastestVPN leaned into WireGuard. For a provider like FastestVPN, speed is its calling card. To deliver that, you need two things: protocol that doesn't drag its feet, WireGuard; a network setup that doesn't bottleneck it, server capacity and placement. And WireGuard gives them a real performance bump versus OpenVPN and IPv2, especially on mobile. Users report lower latency, that's your ping, higher throughput, that's your download and upload speed, and just fewer hiccups when you move between networks. If you stream, game, or hop on video calls, these small improvements add up to a smoother day. But speed can't come at the cost of safety. This is where WireGuard's minimalism helps again. Because the code base is lean, experts can review it more easily. You don't need an army to audit a skyscraper of legacy code. Less complexity means fewer weird edge cases, fewer "we didn't realize that Damon was logging in the background," and faster fixes when something does pop up. WireGuard in plain English. What's actually happening? All right, let's walk through the connection flow like we're sitting at your computer together. Keys. Your device creates a private key, which is secret, and a public key, which is shareable. The private key stays with you. You share the public one with the VPN server. Think of it like a lock and key handshake where you never give up the key itself. Handshake. Your app and FastestVPN server exchange public keys and create a shared secret. Basically a private language, only that the two of you understand. That's how the encrypted tunnel is born. The tunnel. WireGuard sets up a virtual network interface on your device. From your operating system's perspective, it looks like just another network card. Your apps send traffic to that interface, and WireGuard takes care of encrypting it out, decrypting it in. The cool bit? On many platforms, WireGuard runs inside of the kernel, the operating system core, which makes it super fast. Roaming and resilience. Each packet includes what's needed to get authenticated and delivered. If you switch from cafe Wi-Fi to your phone's hotspot, the tunnel doesn't need a drama-filled renegotiation. It just keeps going. That snappy recovery is a big win when you're traveling or moving around town. Inside FastestVPN's app, you usually just pick WireGuard in settings and hit connect. That's it. No tinkering with cipher lists or obscure settings. It's meant to be just choose and cruise. What speeds should you expect? Honest answer, it depends on distance and congestion. If you pick a nearby server that's not slammed, WireGuard often gets close to your raw connection speed. If your home internet is 300 megabytes per second, it's not crazy to see 250 to 290 megabits per second on a good day. On long-haul routes like US to Asia servers, you'll see more drop-off, but it usually still beats OpenVPN on the same path. Some folks see a 10 to 15% hit versus their raw connection. Others barely notice a difference. It's a mix of your ISP quality, Wi-Fi versus Ethernet, background apps, and the server's current load. If you ever feel like, why is this slower than it should be? The fix is often simple as try a closer server, try a less busy location, off-peak region, plug in via Ethernet if you can. Check your home network for bandwidth hogs like cloud backups, game updates, smart TVs, auto streaming 4K, lava fireplaces, the usual suspects. Real-world reliability, why it feels less fragile. WireGuard shines when life is messy. You step out of your apartment and your phone drops home Wi-Fi for 5G. Older protocols sometimes trip and fall. WireGuard tends to catch its balance fast and keep walking. Same story when you bounce between hotel Wi-Fi, coffee shop Wi-Fi, and airport Wi-Fi. Fewer renegotiation rituals, more it just works. That resilience also helps for gamers. A stable tunnel means fewer random spikes or freezes when your networking conditions wobble. You still need a nearby server for the best ping, but WireGuard's quick recovery helps keep that ping from yo-yoing all over the place. Security and privacy. The good, the nuanced, and the heads up. WireGuard's design cuts down attack surface. That's the good. Now for the nuance. Because privacy people, like you and I, always ask the extra questions. Peer info and memory. So early on, people worried because WireGuard's default behavior can keep certain peer info, like IP addresses, in memory while the interface is active. Providers handle this by rotating keys frequently, cleaning up state, and managing sessions so that data doesn't linger beyond what's necessary. The gist of it, the protocol's default is efficient. The provider's job is to enforce short memory. Internal IPs. WireGuard often assigns your device the same private internal VPN IP. That's normal and it happens behind the scenes. Some privacy folks prefer randomized assignments so sessions aren't trivially linkable internally. Providers can handle this different ways. Dynamic assignment, NAT, tight session windows. It's inside baseball, but good to be aware if you're picky about metadata hygiene. No protocol is magic. If your device is infected or you log into shady sites and hand over your info, no VPN saves you. VPNs protect traffic in transit and hide your IP, not poor choices or compromised endpoints. Bottom line, WireGuard is a clean design. Providers like FastestVPN can layer on good practices. Key rotation, memory cleanup, so your sessions remain short-lived and tidy. How to turn on WireGuard and FastestVPN. 2 paths. Path A. Inside the FastestVPN app, open the app on your device. Go to Settings and then Protocol or Connection Type. Choose WireGuard. Pick a server location and hit Connect. If a network blocks WireGuard, it runs over UDP, you might see connection failures. In that case, switch to OpenVPN TCP as a fallback. It's slower, but it sneaks through restrictive networks more often. Path B, using the official WireGuard client. Now, if you're on a device where the FastestVPN app isn't available or you're setting up a router, you can import the .config files into the official WireGuard client. Those configs contain the server address, public key, allowed IP ranges, and so on. Once loaded, you tap a single toggle to connect. It's a bit more manual, but super reliable once configured. Troubleshooting. Friendly fixes that actually help. If things aren't snappy, try these in order. Move closer, virtually. Pick a geographically closer server. Change lanes. If one city's crowded, try a neighboring city in the same region. Ethernet beats Wi-Fi. Plug in for a quick test. If speeds jump, you've found your culprit. Check your MTU. This is rare, but sometimes reducing MTU, for example, from 1500 to 1420, helps if you see weird stalls. UDP blocked? Switch to OpenVPN TCP temporarily to connect, then try WireGuard again later or on a different network. Reboot your gear. Modem, router, app. The oldest trick still works. Background hogs. Pause cloud backups, operating system updates, and streaming boxes that run 24/7. For mobile, disable battery savers or optimize settings that kill VPN apps in the background. Let WireGuard stay awake enough to keep the tunnel tidy. Gaming, streaming, and torrents. What changes? Gaming. Choose the closest server available. WireGuard helps with stability, but ping is still ruled by distance and routing. If you're trying to play on a foreign server for a competitive game, expect higher latency no matter what protocol you use. Streaming. WireGuard gives you the best shot at holding high bit rates without buffering. If a service is picky about region checks, you may have to try a few locations, find one that works consistently. That's normal across providers. Torrents. People often see faster swarm speeds with WireGuard. Just double check you've got kill switch enabled, and consider split tunneling if you only want certain apps, like your torrent client, to use the VPN. Battery life and travel laptops. This is underrated. On phones and ultrabooks, WireGuard's efficiency often translates to better battery life versus older protocols. Less CPU churn equals fewer fans equals fewer "why is my laptop hot" from a video call type of moments. If you're on the road a lot, this matters more than you think. When WireGuard isn't the right tool. And there are a few cases where you might not want WireGuard temporarily. Cafe, hotel, Wi-Fi that blocks UDP. WireGuard can't punch through, so switch to OpenVPN TCP to get online, then go back to WireGuard later. Super legacy networks. Some old enterprise setups just don't play nice. Again, TCP fallback saves the day. Very specific app quirks. Once in a blue moon, a corporate app or ancient game client demands old school VPN behavior. If you hit that edge case, use the protocol that works and keep moving. Quick privacy habits that multiply your gains. WireGuard gives you a strong foundation. Layer these on top. Enable the kill switch in the FastestVPN app so your traffic doesn't leak if the tunnel drops. Use split tunneling smartly. Keep sensitive apps inside the VPN. Let low stakes apps use your normal connection. Update your apps regularly, both FastestVPN and your operating system. Harden your browser. Private mode, fewer extensions, block web RTC leaks if you care about IP exposure in the browser. Use strong passwords and turn on two-factor authentication everywhere you can. Don't overshare on sketchy sites. VPNs protect the road, not the destination. Final thoughts, WireGuard fits FastestVPN's promise. FastestVPN adopting WireGuard is a smart alignment between brand and tech. The protocol is fast by design, simple to run, and friendly on battery. For most real-world use, streaming, torrents, gaming, everyday privacy, WireGuard checks the boxes without making you babysit it. Are there limits? Sure. UDP hostile networks exist. Long-distance routes still add latency. Physics hasn't changed. And FastestVPN as a company still needs to keep investing in network capacity, support training, and transparency. But WireGuard narrows the gap. It gives you a modern, efficient engine right now, one that makes a noticeable difference the first day you switch. So if you want to get started with FastestVPN, we've got that link for you down in the description. That'll bring you to this page right here where they actually have a lifetime special deal. So you can get a full lifetime to FastestVPN with the WireGuard protocol we've been talking about this whole video for only $40. That's less than an entire year to, some of these other VPNs. So if you want to use the link down in the description, we would really appreciate it. This is an affiliate link, which means we do earn a small commission if you use it at no extra cost to you. And it's these commissions that really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using it, we really appreciate it. And if this video helped, then make sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next video. Appreciate you being here, and we'll see you in the next video.